Welcome back to the Rouges. Bienvenue à la Rouges. We're talking Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. And today I'm going to be talking about a more in-depth video on what Canada's Group F for the FIFA 2022 World Cup in Qatar, what it means for La Rouge in Canada. Now, before I do that, there are a couple announcements that I do want to talk about. First announcement is we broke 125 subs, so I forgot to mention that we were close in the previous videos that I made, but nonetheless, we broke it. Got gained a little 5 overnight, and thanks for the recent 5 who subscribed. If you're watching this, really appreciate it. You guys, you're adding to the tremendous amount of progress that this channel has already made, and hopefully continue to see the channel grow throughout the coming months. And so that means it's a sub special. So for the recent subscribers, that means I've been doing increments of 25 for every 25 subs. I make a video that does random topics. So various topics include, in the future, I don't want to spoil it, but, some topics obviously will get more coverage than others. Some obviously will be less interesting than others, but I'm just looking for topics I can talk about and inspire group discussion in the comments below. But hopefully I'll try and pick a topic that's, I guess I can spark a little bit of comments and just thoughts on hearing you guys' opinions on what you guys think about a certain topic that I want to find interesting and that you guys find interesting. As the recent ones I did, they haven't really gotten a lot of views. As I know, like I've been talking more so about, I guess, none really, I guess, interesting or more duller topics. So I'm gonna try and for this next one pick a topic that's really thought about, and hopefully we'll get a lot more discussion. And the second announcement is that there will be a lot of videos, or quite a bit of videos, released over the coming days. Um, I will be premiering some, so these will be pre-made videos. So I'm gonna try and do them all today. However, they're not gonna get released until increments in days. So, for instance, there's gonna be video. This one's gonna be released today. I'm gonna record 4 other videos or 3 others right after this one, and including the sub special. And they're gonna be released over the coming days. I believe one video is gonna be released tomorrow, obviously after this one today. So tomorrow, the 7th, so Thursday, and then Friday I'm actually going to be talking about the Canada versus Nigeria women's game. So that's going to be a video on its own, although I might release another video on the 8th at 5 o'clock. These will all be released at 5 p.m. Eastern time. But since Canada plays Nigeria at 10:30 at night on that Friday, the game ends at 12:30 or at a.m. on Saturday. The video for that game will be released on Saturday, and then on that same Saturday at 5 p.m., USA plays Uzbekistan and at 5:30 p.m. And then I'm making a video at 7:30 whenever that game is finished. And then between Saturday and Monday, also that Sunday, there's a break, so potentially the sub special video will be released then on that Sunday, and then Monday will be Canada versus Nigeria game coverage. That one ends at 12:30 a.m. on Tuesday, so that's on the 12th, and then that 7 p.m. To 9 p.m. I actually have an exam on that day, so it might be a late game coverage, but I'll see what I can do. That ends at 9 p.m. on April 12th. I have exams on the 12th and 13th, but we'll see. I'm still going to cover them by far, so there will be videos coming up, and you're looking at about 8 videos or so over the coming days. And yeah, 8 or 9, depending on I think 5 for these one and 4 for the games. So 9 videos coming out. That's quite a bit for me, especially with balancing the end of school for the semester and this. But I enjoy it, and nonetheless, as long as you guys support me, it'll help out a lot. And thankfully, we got 125 subs, and I'm happy with that. And the tremendous amount of progress the channel has seen over months since I started this channel June 2nd, I believe, or I believe it was the day before the Honduras game, I believe, for the Nations League game. I think it was June 2nd I started this channel in 2021, and we're already at 125 subs, so the amount of progress, and normally channels don't grow this quick, and for at least not that I've experienced in the past, as I've had previous channels over, it's been 4 or 5 years ongoing, they've only had 12, but I don't post a lot on them anyway, so I don't really care about them. This is the channel I care about a lot, as this is the one I'm frequently posting content on, and it is growing, which is happy to see, makes me happy. But I think that's all the announcements, so Thanks for the subs. We hopefully you see growing. There will be a sub special, including the videos as well as in the videos that will be released. The 9 videos, a lot of videos coming up. So stay tuned for that. At least a video every day, depending on how I'm gonna release it. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the premiere release on the video. So you might see it pop up as a premiere, but it won't be released. It's kind of like Darman's videos. It won't be released until, except he does his at 8. Mine will be at 5 p.m. So if you're interested, make sure, and speaking on that, hit the bell notification when you know that video is posted or any other video is posted, as well as, it's a good time to subscribe to the channel. And go ahead and keep adding to the progress that this channel is making. If you want to keep contributing, that would be very, very helpful. But nonetheless, hit that bell notification when you know when a video is posted. And without that, let's go ahead and talk about Canada's Group F and more in depth for the FIFA Qatar World Cup in 2022. And as I said earlier, I know I did a broad video on this a couple of days ago after the draw, and I did all the groups, but including the U.S. and Canada's. But for this one, and there's going to be a U.S. video on this one as well, I'm going to be talking about the U.S. and Canada specific groups and talking about what each team means and what the possible preparation could look like in the future too, going forward to this year. So nonetheless, here we are. So just a quick reminder for you guys, I'll put it here. Canada has been placed in Group F and narrowly avoided the Group of Death, which is Group E, full of a lot of teams, and narrowly avoided Brazil. Once again, RIP Costa Rica. If you qualify or beat Australia, you will be in the Group of Death. But nonetheless, Canada is in Group F, and let's see who Group F's opponents for Canada are again. They are Belgium, Morocco, and Croatia. And so I would say this is, as I said in the Canada video, it's a tough group for Canada, but it's very manageable compared to all the other groups. The U.S. group, I take a second look at that, and I know I said it's very, very manageable, and I was very happy about it. Yeah, it's very tough, but I'm still happy. But it'll definitely be tested. It'll definitely get tested. Just that Canada will definitely get tested here. Both Canada and USA will, anytime you're in a World Cup, you will get tested. There is no easy game, quote unquote easy game. As Belgium, they got Kevin De Bruyne, Hazard, Ethan Hazard. They got a lot of players. Just a lot of talent, all around players. They're number, I think they dropped a little bit in the FIFA standings, but no one really looks at FIFA standings. Nonetheless, they're a good team. I know they've been falling off the map a little bit as the Euros. They lost to Italy last year, but they're still a good team. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be trying to look for vengeance and really trying to prove themselves that they still belong on a world stage tournament like this one in Pot 1. So, yeah, Belgium will be tough as always. Just ask any team that's played them other than Italy. Belgium is tough. They know how to play champagne football down there. And it's a European team. Anytime you go against a European team, it's going to be battle. And really, really, you're going to get tested. So this is going to be a game for Canada. Belgium's going to dominate possession here. No question about it. Canada might just be best just dropping back and defending and kind of parking the bus, unfortunately. I know I don't want to see them do that, but I don't know what Hurtman's going to do here. Maybe he'll play. Maybe he'll just play, which I would love to see. But at the same time, I don't want to see Canada concede a lot of goals to Belgium. Although, I don't know if it would necessarily be the end of the world if they conceded a lot. But then again, goal differential does matter in this tournament. As the top 2 teams go on, and the difference between the second and third can be its goal differential, and that can be the difference between getting eliminated or moving on to the round of 16. So, nonetheless, you don't want to get blown out by Belgium or any of these teams for that matter. But at the same time, you do want to be smart and save a lot of your energy for your other manageable games. Like, I know Morocco is a manageable game, and Croatia, I know it's still a tough game. They've got a lot of veterans and players and I said it earlier, but they've got Ivan Rakitic. They've got a lot of players. The list goes on. I could list them all, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. But it's a good team. It's just a good team. Croatia is just good. And they might be old, but they're experienced, and they've been here before, so they know what it's like. Meanwhile, Canada is a young team. It's been 36 years since they've been here. And, despite young legs, they're inexperienced. So nonetheless, we'll see what Canada does here. But yeah, just in kind of segue into Croatia. Um, yeah, I don't know. It might not be as intense as Belgium, but it will still be an intense game. As once again, I don't know if how Herdman's going to play this. I mean, it's too early to kind of look. As we know, this game is not until November and December. But I mean, I really hope they don't park the bus. But if they have to park the bus, if they think that's the best strategy that will allow them to concede the less amount of goals, or even perhaps make a tie, just kind of play what CONCACAF opponents did against Canada, where they played off the counterattack. So you go into a low block and then they just play off the counterattack and do that. I don't know. I mean, I honestly, we have to see what Herdman, as I said, we have to see how he plays this out. And yeah, for Belgium and Croatia, those will be tough matches. And then the other one that's really manageable, I would say, for Canada, but it's still tough, is they got Fekir, is Morocco. I mean, Morocco, they're a good team, good AFCON team, I believe, and it's gonna be a battle. I mean, AFCON teams, just like CONCACAF and um, CONMEBOL teams, are scrappy. I know they got that scrappiness to those teams, and that's how they got their playing style. As Belgium and Croatia play champagne football, European style, Morocco is probably going to be closer to an AFCON. They're definitely going to be an AFCON team. Maybe closer to CONMEBOL or a little bit of CONCACAF, that greediness, or that just grind it out, scrap through your way football kind of. Or maybe it's a mixture of class and grit. I don't know. Morocco's that's like Iran in the United or Iran in the United States, where in their group. I don't know about their game playing style. You know, I don't know anything about them. I'm just going to have to watch them. But nonetheless, Canada just better bring their A game to all of these groups. And Morocco, I would say out of Belgium and Croatia, out of the three, Canada can definitely at least get some points from Morocco, whether it be a draw or a win. I would say this is definitely the easy. I know I said there's no easy groups, but it's definitely the quote unquote easy groups or easiest game here. Um, Belgium and Croatia, that's going to be. I know a lot of people, a lot of Canadians I know are dreading this. A lot of people have told me, they said, a good group, with a question mark. They said, we got Belgium and Croatia, which, by the way, they are the favorites, yes, because, I mean, they're good European teams. But at the same time, I mean, Canada has been on the rise too, and now it's the time that I told them to take this opportunity as Canada to show what Canada and Les Rouges can do on the world stage and show that the world that they belong here and that the run in CONCACAF was not a fluke, right? Finishing first place in world qualifying was not a fluke. This is your chance to show that Canada belongs, on the world stage. It is a growing football country, just like the United States, right? Now is your opportunity to show that, right? And I personally, I've never been one to shy away from competition. I've always, if anything, embraced it. Just like the USA England match, I know a lot of people might in the USA one, they're like asking me, "Why are you looking forward to that game? The USA is gonna get mauled." I'm like, "How do you know that?" The USA's talent has been growing, and England, that's gonna be a fun game to watch. By all means, if they get blown out, then fine. I mean, hey, but then then it is what it is. But at the same time, let's be hopeful now. Let's not just kick ourselves and say, let's not as they said, you know, lose the battle before it even started mentally. As you go into these games saying, "Oh, Belgium, oh, Croatia, or Morocco, maybe." If we go into that mentality, then we're not going nowhere. So if you're gonna go into that mentality, I mean, we've came this far. Canada's came this far, and this is where the hard part begins. CONCACAF was the easy part. Now it's the hard part. Now it's time for you to show what it's like the exam. Time to show what you know. You did the studying. You did everything you needed to. Now it's a chance to prove it. Prove that you know. Prove that you're a big time team. You know. Prove that you're not scared. I'm personally I hope this team is not scared to play against the Belgium, Croatia, and Morocco. Don't be scared. Take it to these teams. Show the world what you're made of. But yeah, just I've seen a lot of fans, unfortunately, kind of already shy away from the competition. I'm like, no, you need to embrace it. What are we gonna do in 2026 when Canada once again will be in the World Cup? They're gonna get tough teams probably again, even pot one. They're gonna get tough teams. They're gonna get tested. Every World Cup you get tested. There is no easy group, and you just gotta grind your way through. That's just the nature of the World Cup. And so for this one, we just got to see what they're about. Can Les Rouges live up and step up to the plate and prove themselves big? We can only find out, but definitely don't shy away from any competition. That goes for anything in life. You take it head on. Don't shy away from it. It's not going to get you anywhere. If anything, it's just not a good mentality to have. And for the most part, it's supposed to be fun. Canada not making it to the World Cup for 36 years. We're supposed to be all looking forward to this, not scared. Even if they did get the group of death, I mean, sure, it would have been annoying, yes, but at the same time, I would have actually still looked forward to it because Canada, a team you get to cheer for in the World Cup, rather than having to pick another country. Finally, you get to root for a country that you have your own, and so with that, I mean, this group is definitely manageable compared to other groups. I'm staying by that statement. Belgium, sure, it's tough. Croatia, sure, they're experienced and tough. Morocco, sure, they can be tough too. But Canada's tough too, guys. Come on, remember that. I mean, CONCACAF's tough. It was no easy feat finishing first place. Look, we can't, don't let that discourage all the work that Canada did. So, nonetheless, Canada's tough too. When they say the tough, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Canada's tough team. Let's see what they can do. Right, nonetheless, that's my analysis for Canada's group. Maybe, Belgium would by far be tough, although many people say, they've been fraudulent, as I can agree with, because, I mean, they haven't been as good as 2014 as I can remember. They've definitely dropped off a little bit, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a rollover match. Croatia, same thing. I mean, they're old, they're veterans, but they're more, most importantly, they're way experienced, but they're slow. I mean, Canada's got pace. I mean, they can offset that with their youth, and despite being inexperienced, they got pace. They're young, and Croatia might not know a lot about how Canada plays, so that could work to Canada's advantage. While Canada comes in prepared with Croatia, knowing how they play, so Canada for this group is a mystery team, as a lot of people are not. They've heard of Canada, but they don't know Canada. So they're about to find out. Hopefully, we'll see what Herbin does here. And the same thing with Morocco. I don't know about them. They don't know about us. Maybe we're gonna have to find out and see what that game is about. But for sure, it's a very, very manageable group for Canada. And on that note, we're gonna have to see what kind of friendlies John Herdman queues up with the Nations League friendlies or Nations League games in there as well. I know we're gonna be going over that in another video that I'm talking about, as I'm doing both World Cup and Nations League videos in depth for each U.S. and Canada. So stay tuned for that. But nonetheless, for the World Cup, and we're gonna have to see what kind of friendlies they do. That's all in the future. But this is my analysis and deeper analysis on Canada's World Cup group. Very, very manageable, as I said, compared to other groups relatively. But that does it for this video. I don't want to drag it out longer. So if you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. Also tell all your friends about it. That make sure they can hit the subscribe button. Turn on bell notifications. That way you know when a video is uploaded. Reminder that a lot of videos will be being released over the next coming days. And also tell your friends, Group F, let's see what Canada's made of.